would like to go that way, but low tide is upon us, or coming upon us, and we won't make it across the sand. So we're going to point our boats to the right and head up the side of this island. So 6 tide cycles. So that thing was total. It was around a $65,000 mistake, if not more, depending on how you want to calculate the price of the car. But it was pretty bad. The locals around here gave them a hard time. It was in the news. It made it all the way up to Bangor in the news. It was a big to-do. Everyone thought it was pretty funny. But for the 4th of July parade that Bar Harbor puts on every year, this year a group of locals got together and made a float that looked like a Ford Bronco and ran over it, like holding a sheet, ran over with a blue sheet yelling, high tide, and covered it up. And then they made a fake tow truck and had the tow truck pull out the Bronco from the float. It was pretty funny. A lot of the people who were here just visiting didn't get it, but it was a slight diss on those people. You think that would be it? And about 3 weeks later, a 2021 Audi got stuck out there, was out there for a little over 24 hours, and was also towed. People didn't like it. If you drive out there, just keep an eye on the tides.
The pedals. We're trying to run away.
biggest industry in Maine, only second to tourism. So, third is sports. But the only real way to get into it is know someone or have the fame start coming our way. Just keep paddling right in them. The best way to be is paddle in the water. So we're gonna line up like the New York broadcast. We are gonna line up. We're all gonna move together as a unit. We're looking for one big run, like long or cross-eyed. Like this way. That's like that. Okay. Got it. I got it. Good. Nicely done, guys. Best channel cross that I've seen all week. Alright, we're gonna point to the right. We're gonna go right along this island. find their way over. People like to pretend there's moose on them, but there's not. They could theoretically swim out here, but so far, no. Still technically a felony to take. Don't take. Means you can go to jail for it. So, from here we can see all the Porcupine Islands. We have Sheep to our left. Straight across is Burnt Porcupine. I don't really know what it's called that. The only thing I've ever heard, I think it's kind of silly, but the rocks over to the right that are like light gray, people think they look like charcoal. And then through the back, that's Long Porcupine, after a real creative name. It's 1 nautical mile long, so that's why it is Long Porcupine. And then to our right, we have Bald Porcupine. So good. Sheep. Not that I know of. It's owned by the national park, and no one's really allowed out. So, you know? Doesn't look like any of our bald eagle friends are coming out to try. Yeah, it's more in the middle of the island. Sometimes, earlier in the year before the leaves are on, you can kind of see it through.
They have a camera on it?
That would be pretty cool, yeah. He always, the male always likes to perch up on one of these trees here. It's always like the same one. And then you see the juvenile up on one of the downward sloping sides. Pretty consistent. Yeah. The juvenile bald eagle won't get its feathers, the classic white head, until 5 years. It's been crazy. They just look like big hawks for a while. Straight out to the right here, where the horizon has no land on it, that is the open Atlantic. So it's the two oceans. The most to the right, so like if you're scanning the horizon from Bald, the first one you encounter way out there, that's Scudic Point. I was talking to a few of you guys about that earlier. That is a part of Acadia National Park. And you get waves crashing from the open Atlantic on the rocks over there. So it's pretty cool vibe. That mountain straight over to the left, that looks like smoke's coming out of it, the way the cloud is. Not a volcano, but that's actually Scudic Mountain. So everyone thinks Scudic's over there, but you can just see Scudic from that mountain, so they call it Scudic Mountain. So nice out here. We don't want to do That is the Margaret Todd, that beautiful sailboat over there. We do a cocktail cruise at night, so I'm assuming. Kayak. If anyone wants any pictures taken, feel free to ask me. I do it all the time. I can send these to you when you get back. So it's a beautiful backdrop here, and when we get up facing these rocks is also